What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumb ass. Like and subscribe. So, seems that Microsoft is they keep trucking along. They're like, we just gonna keep going. We don't care. We're gonna prove all your points, all your concerns. Looking at you, CMA. That you ain't got to worry. They talk about structural. We only want structural changes. Behavioral doesn't count. It's like, well, it seems like behavioral will count because they're literally doing everything opposite of what the concerns were. They're I don't know what the word is escaping me right now. The word's multiple. Anyway, so Microsoft has signed two 10-year deals. Two 10-year deals in the span of a week or a week and a half or something like that. It's a Japan. I think the first one was a Japanese studio. The same. It's a streaming, cloud streaming company that handles the Nintendo Switch streaming. Right? I forgot what they call it. Ubiquit, boop boop. I don't know what they call it. And the second one is Ukraine studio that has 4 million subs. And they're both streaming services that are outside of the US. Smaller, of course, than like Game Pass and even Google and all that stuff. And they're indie. So that's that was one of the talking points for the CMA, and I guess maybe the FTC, maybe the EU. And Microsoft right now they have been being very smart about what they're doing and what they have been saying. And what they've been saying, besides the whole 12-month thing, the games will be 12 months, that's the only thing that they've messed up on as far as what they've been saying. So hopefully they've learned from that and just say calendar year, next year, whatever. And then you get the 18 months and then it's better than just 12. Anyway. So they're making all these deals, they're doing all these moves to prove a point that all these fear-mongering and all these conspiracy theories, I'm going to call them that because that's what Sony's doing now. They're dealing with conspiracy. This is business. This is money, exchanging hands. This is business. This isn't, they might hurt us in the future. How about if they do, then you can do something about it? Don't be like, we're screwed because it might rain tomorrow. It's like, do you know if it's going to rain tomorrow? Or are you just thinking that there might be like an earthquake or something? Or there might be a hurricane tomorrow. Wait, you just said rain. I mean, there's rain and a hurricane. I mean, a volcano might erupt? Wait, so is it rain, hurricane, or earthquake? Volcano. Which one is it? It could be any of those. Okay. Well, when it happens, then you come back. That's when, this is so foolish. Oh, man. I mean, the last video was bad because the audio was bad and it was really windy. I'm working on some solutions for that. Ordered some stuff. Anyway, we'll see if that works. But I am still kind of surprised at how quickly Sony has gone down the drains as far as reputation. Because reputation is very important, especially to a Japanese company. They need to save face all the time. They don't want to lose no face ever. They're losing so much face right now. It's ridiculous. And I don't know if Sony of Japan really cares. I think they're just like, hey, as long as we get the money, it's okay, right? Maybe. I don't know. Jimara's like, look at the dollars. Look at the dollars I'm giving you. And so that's all he has to do is like make sure that they're making money, right? I guess. But like I said before, it feels like they're doing damage to their image, to the brand themselves. I mean, not directly, not yet, because they're still putting out products that are pretty good. I'm not gonna say they're the best of the best, but they're pretty good. But like it's like, how long can they act this way before people are like, I'm done, I'm gone. Y'all are crazy, you know. And it's like, I don't see how people, fanboys, can't see that they're not good for the industry as a whole as far as their behavior. The products they put out are good, but what they're doing business-wise and behaviorally is not good, you know. And remember, you know, PlayStation, Sony, fanboy, they're supposed to, oh, they real gamers, they're hardcore, right? Sony is the most strict and stringent about censoring their games. If there's a booby, they're gonna, you know, they censor all of that stuff. Meanwhile, you go on the Nintendo Switch, there's hentai puzzle games left and right falling out the sky. None of that on PlayStation. So y'all are like Puritans over there, the Puritan ponies, I'm gonna call them, the Puritan ponies, and then the naughty Nintendites, the sexy Switches. I don't know, something like that. It's funny to me. It's funny, and people don't talk about that. People don't talk about how Puritan PlayStation is. The Puritan PlayStation ponies is very, I mean, if I wanted to get my freaky freak on with these anime games, I'm not gonna buy Why would I buy a PlayStation? Everything's censored. They even censored, I think it was Devil May Cry or something like that. DMC, not Devil May Cry. DMC, Devil May Cry. And they put like a little, they censored a booty crack. It wasn't even like a nipple or vaginal or nothing like that. It's just, or penal. It was none of that. No scrotals. None of that. It was a booty crack. A booty crack isn't even technically nudity. It's just two ham bones. You know? That's like, that's a booty crack. You see the booty crack? It's just really funny. It's really funny. And if you're listening, if you're watching a lot of different shows, different podcasts, or if you're listening or watching different videos from different content creators, I was listening to Jeff Gershman the other day, and the other day being yesterday, and he was like, yo, what are you talking? He went in on them about their conspiracy theory about making the game buggy on the last level on the last hours of the game. I'm like, I mean, that was the dumbest stuff I've heard in a long time, but to hear it from a multi-billion-dollar company was just out of my mind. And so when Jeff Gershman started making fun of them for that, I was like, uh-oh, that's a bad sign. Because Jeff Gershman is just like, he's like an old school dude. He's got arcades, he's got all the systems, he's got many thousands and thousands of actual games. And he doesn't care. A good game is a good game. He's got a PlayStation 5, he's got an Xbox, you know, he's got a PC, he's got everything. He's a gamer. Gen X. Gamer. And when he makes some fun of something, it's not like because he's a fanboy. He's not an Xbox fanboy because he made fun of PlayStation. He's making fun of Sony because they're acting foolish. And I've been saying that for a minute. They've been acting foolish this whole year. More than a year now. And, you know, it's like the last video I put out was the state of PlayStation, basically, right? And what are they going to be after this deal closes? And nothing's really going to change. What is going to change is they're not going to make as much money that year, whatever. Given, you know, hopefully their games and service games will do something. But what I've heard, anecdotally, of course, because I don't play Destiny 2, I played it, but I don't play it like that. And I've heard that people who are hardcore Destiny players, even Paris Lilly, he's a hardcore Destiny player. He plays everything that comes out. He was like, it's a step back. It's all right. And that goes back to, they bought Bungie to help them with their games and service games, multiplayer games. I was like, y'all know Bungie doesn't have 100% track record, right? When Destiny came out, hot trash garbage, that game was not great. No, it was bad. Then, go back a little bit, Halo 2, they couldn't even finish Halo 2. It was a great game, but the ending was like, what is this? It was dumb. And Halo 3, they finally got it together. 3 games later, they finally got their stuff together. So look at the pattern. Same thing kind of happened with Destiny. Destiny 1 was like trash. They came out with a couple of DLCs. Destiny 2 comes out. Is it better? I don't know. Who cares? And it's up and down. They're not consistently giving out good product. Bungie. So you expect them to lead your charge into games as service? Even if Matter comes out, I guess that new IP or whatever, I don't expect it to be good right out the bat. It takes them years to get their stuff together. You know, I mean, Sea of Thieves did the same thing. So it's not only, you know, focused or they're not the only ones that fall into that whole, I don't know, live game. You know, it takes time to get all the cogs moving. Even Halo Infinite, right? They just came out with season 3, I believe. And people are back on it, and they're like, yo, this is good. Halo's back. Well, maybe, you know, there's been so much negative press on Halo that when something good comes out, which is usually, it's just not. It's the thing about Halo Infinite is like everything that they put out isn't bad. There hasn't been anything that has been bad, just isn't enough. And that's the thing, because people are looking at Fortnite. It's like they come out every 3 months. What's going on? You know, so the expectations are different. But anyway. You know, I don't think Bungie's going to do that much for Sony. I mean, they'll do something more than Sony could have done without them. But if they expect Bungie to be their savior in this games of service or the online stuff or, you know, doing a live service game, I don't think that's going to happen because they having trouble with their own game. So, unless they make a game that has that same gameplay look, the same gameplay hook as Destiny, which is pretty much the same as what Halo was, the 30 seconds of fun or whatever they call it. They use that in their next game that's a PlayStation exclusive or whatever, which it probably won't be because PlayStation doesn't own Bungie. Sony owns Bungie. Sony bought Bungie, not PlayStation. So PlayStation has no say in what Bungie does. Bungie has say. And then Sony can be like, well, you know, we want it to be, you know, exclusive to PlayStation. And then Bungie be like, all right, we putting in our 2 years. It's 2 years for them, not two weeks. Anyway, yeah, I don't. It's just something. I knew this generation was gonna be special. I didn't think it was gonna be this special, and the fact that all things are lining up that this deal is going to go through, and the thing that I don't want to do is to have expectation, right? Like I expect the deal to go through, but I don't think I should be because last time that happened, something bad happened, and I was like, what? How does this happen? Huh? How? You know, so. In that respect, you know, I can see all the pieces and I can see all the things and I can say, well, the CMA can still block the deal. They can make up some excuse and say, look, we were never going to pass the deal because Jim Ryan's our boy and he's got our pockets. So, sorry. And then Microsoft will be like, all right, cool. Y'all don't get it in the UK. And then we'll just go to court. See you later, CMA. That's it. And then in every other place that it has been passed, they'll do it. That's how it's going to be. You know, it's not like the CMA could block the whole deal for the rest of the world. That's not how it works. It's the only governing body in the UK. So the UK players are going to be affected, not the whole world. So they're so concerned about the UK players and fairness and competition and all that stuff. But they themselves are harming competition and harming the players if they block it. So I don't think they will block it because all the players will be mad at them for that. And you know, Sony's just, it's just really funny. I mean, I am really tired of talking about this because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of really interesting things going on. It really feels like a lot of jockeying for position and a lot of, you know, just these entities just trying to show each other up, basically. And Sony's in there just trying to make noise and trying to cause problems. And it's like, you have a bunch of people, whether it's friends, acquaintances, or whatever, regardless, doesn't matter. But if there's someone in that group of people who are just troublemakers, who just want to cause trouble because A, they love drama, and B, they can't get their way, and they're spoiled, so they're gonna have a fit about it. Like I said, I did that analogy about my little nephew. He doesn't get his way, he starts crying. Sony's a little 3-year-old right now. Just saying. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe. If all of y'all who weren't subscribed would subscribe, then I would reach my goal of 1,000. I hate saying that because, well, I mean, I know I am pivotal. I'm pivotal. I'm pitiful. Now, I am also self-deprecating, so don't worry about when I say stuff like that. It may be true, but also that. But yeah, one day I'll get there. I'm not worried about it. And even if I don't get there, I'm still do videos. That's how I'm built. For better or for better. Of course. But let me know in the comments. Is Microsoft doing the right thing, or do you think they're just trying to put themselves in the best light for, for these arguments of the CMA to kind of go away or whatever? You know what I mean? Or are they truly like trying to do what they said, basically, and trying to make Call of Duty everywhere possible? And here's the last thing about that. I think the reason why they're doing this, right, is because there's going to be not a stipulation, but if you want to play Call of Duty, right, it's going to be an Xbox game. I think they're going to make you create a gamer tag to play Call of Duty in order to log in to Call of Duty to play the multiplayer, but you need a gamer tag. So you're going to have to sign up for Xbox something. So I think they might be coming out with, there's a rumor back a while ago that they're doing either a reduced price or a free version of Game Pass that's ad supported. So if they do an ad supported Game Pass and you sign up for the ad supported Game Pass, you create your gamer tag, you're an ad supported Game Pass ad, I don't know. And that's the way you can get into Game Pass for free, and they can boost their numbers. Because ad-supported Game Pass, even though they're not getting paid per subscription, they're getting paid for the ads. So it's still money. It's money. Doesn't matter where the money comes from. It's money. And so they can, if they make a free version of Game Pass that's ad-supported, you know how many millions and millions of people sign up? Oh, it's free? Oh, let's go. I can play Call of Duty for free? Let's go. I mean, you can play it for free anyway. But it's just another kind of incentive, and then it's plus all their first party games too. Now I don't know if that would be included in the free Game Pass ad supported, if that even exists, or if it will exist, but something to think about. But let me know, you think a free Game Pass would come out, ad supported Game Pass would come out to sweeten this whole deal up and make it just like put the knife in and twist it to PlayStation Plus? Who knows? I don't know. I'm just talking stuff, and that's what we do. So once again, I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Took away.